of January and 2021. I welcome you on the behalf of Kamla Nehru Public School in this wonderful session. Before we start, let's have a prayer. Dear God, the Father of goodness and love, we know that you are listening and protecting us in this tough time, as the worries of the world and personal worries are trying to break us. O God, you are the one holding us together. I offer my prayer for the well-being of all members of KNPS family, students, staff, respected principal ma'am, for their near and dear ones. To please shower your blessing on all of us. O God, our faith in you that you will again bring prosperity in this world, and in this new light we will see more nearly and clearly. Amen. So, dear students, today we all are here for a very special reason. That is, where the principal ma'am is with us. Ma'am will guide the students, that is, how to prepare well for the exam. With her motivational thought, she will empower the students. So, respected ma'am, it's an honor for me to welcome you on the behalf of all our class teachers and students of grade 10th. I welcome you, ma'am, with all my pleasant and not taking much of the time. First of all, I invite Singh of 10th B with his beautiful prayer to God. Ma'am, may we proceed?
Yes, please.
Thank you, ma'am.
You go ahead.
Welcome, Jaskirat.
Yes, ma'am. Satnam Shri Vaheguru, Satnam Shri Vaheguru, Satnam Shri Vaheguru, Satnam Shri Vaheguru, यही नाम है सहारा, यही नाम है आधारा, सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु। मिट जाते ने जिस्म तान, पर आत्मा अमर है, मुझे अंग संग प्रभु है, ओनु फेर किस दड़ है। सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु, सतनाम श्री वाहेगुरु।
Thank you, Jaskirat, for your melodious prayer. And now, ma'am, I invite you to enlighten the student with your thoughts. Welcome, ma'am.
Good morning, my beloved students, and good morning to my beloved teachers. And my Sashrikal Namaste to all the parents in case they have joined us or they are listening to what's happening in grade 10 today. At the onset, I would like to wish you a very happy new year. With your prayers, I add on to Lord Almighty and pray to Him that may this 2021 be a year full of happiness, a year full of success for my grade 10th and all the students in our school and everywhere elsewhere. I pray to Lord to bless you with good health so that you can really, the resilience which we have learned now can be practiced in a big way. Children, I just wanted to meet you. I understand your schedules are very tight, and we have planned these schedules that every period we have some revision and some test. Yes, I'm aware of it. But still, hearts of hearts, this mother in school wanted to talk to the children, and the result is that I am here to talk to you. Children, past many years you might have been hearing this, grade 10th is an important class, in your 8th class, in your 9th class, and ultimately you were in grade 10, and everybody kept saying grade 10th is an important class. And yes, it's an important class because it is your grade 10th mark sheet, which is required for everything, which is, for your admissions to your college days, to your universities, and for your jobs, and for your passports, or anything you require, your grade 10th mark sheet is required. So it becomes very, very important on the part of the school, on us, the teachers, to make you understand that this grade 10th has to come, you all have to come out in flying colors, come what may. Enough is enough when it comes to COVID. We have talked about COVID in every previous meeting also, right? Now, what is important is resilience. Resilience is the fighting spirit which we all have inside us. And that fighting spirit is the performance which is required. I know you're wonderful. I know you're great children. I understand that you also know that grade 10th is important. We all know the parents are telling you at home, the teachers are telling you in school, and grade 10th is important because now, whatever time is there with us, we are going to work very, very hard. The CBSE says your board examination would be from 1st of May or 4th of May, go up till 1st of June. Do not, take it for a ride that you have the entire month of March and you have the entire month of April with you, right? What is important is every passing day is we are losing the time to prepare. Our strengths are not the same as it was. Maybe we are fed up of all the system which is going on, the social distancing which is happening around. The physical distance is one thing which we need to keep it in mind. Hearing news from left and right, this happened to so and so, he's sick and he is in a bad state, or all those things we keep hearing. This tend to break us off and on. A distant relative is no more with us, breaks our heads and heart. Today, we are going to look into that spirit of resilience, that spirit by which you are going to prepare for your final examinations. And how do we prepare for an examination which we really want to come in flying colors? Children, there's an age-old adage, practice makes a man perfect. You want to come out in flying colors, keep on practicing, and practicing when it comes to academics is simply revising. See, this is what we are doing the remaining part of January ever since the school reopened this year. It is the teachers are teaching or revising a topic and then we have an evaluation. And the best part is this goes on till February. I've seen that schedule which goes up till 28th, 27th or something like that. The schedule goes up till there. The entire February has been covered. And why did we do that? We thought, let's do a little more hand holding of our students. Otherwise, it could have been a pre-board in December, a second pre-board in January, a third pre-board in February, and then March the examination. But this time, a little more had to be done for our children. We wanted to hold their hands. One thing is very important, children. If any one of you is upset, I am in a low mood. दिल नहीं कर रहा बात करने का किसी से. मैं नहीं करना, मैं नहीं बोलना किसी के नाल. मैं तो दुखी हैं, and all that stuff it is happening, that is not good for your health. You need to talk out your feelings with somebody in your class, amongst the students, or with your class teacher, or with your coordinator, and you can always talk to me also. It is important if you keep on having this in your heart. Out of the 100 odd children who are there, maybe 2 of them are having this problem. But even those 2 are our friends, our family, and part of KNPS. So that bothers. Important factor. Do not have anything in your heart that keeps on depressing you, upsetting you. It could be because of Corona. In this world, everybody has been affected by Corona, little bit or more. Little bit in terms of, mental pressures, the families, the parents, They have to work and they have to earn. Some of us are, not all that healthy. Some of us don't feel that strong. So all this could be there. There are hidden pressures on everybody in this world during this 10 months which have gone through. So important is we have to have that fighting spirit, and resilience is the word which you have to remember. Resilience is fighting back. All right. We are not going to go for flight. We are not going to run away from problems and issues. We are going to go for resilience. We are going to fight it out. So coming back to academics and how we're going to prepare is revision, 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 revision. We plan to do revision in the month of January and February, and perhaps bright chances, not very sure, not 100% sure, but bright chances, we are going to have our pre-boards in the month of March. It'll be face-to-face pre-boards. It'll be those 3 hours which are required to sit for and for the examination, so that we prepare you for your boards as such. Okay, but again, uncertainty with COVID it's troublesome to each one of us. We really don't know whether everything will become all right in the month of March or things will be worse. We really don't know whether everybody, each one of us would get the vaccination and then it'll be perfectly all right. I get it, my friends get it, my family gets it, everybody around gets it. So it's a free world without fear. But if I get it and people around me do not get it, the fears are still there. So please understand, and it might, India being having, the population is large, it might take some time till everybody gets vaccinated. But then this should not be a deterrent. This should not be, I didn't get the vaccination, so this. But who stops you from taking the precautions? Children, do not take, when we call you to the school for LOC signature or something, you all come, you shake hands, you meet each other, you keep hugging each other. You don't realize the seriousness of the responsibility you have. The responsibility to protect yourself, wearing a mask, having sanitizer with you, and then taking that physical distance in mind. Please, it could be one person who might lose their life, and it could be anyone. For example, it could be me myself if I don't take any precautions. So taking precautions and being responsible is very, very important. So what I understand with my own experience is minimum 3 revisions are required before the final examination. So that the day you go for the board examination, where we are going to have, which center would it be? We don't know. Let's see what the CBSE tells us. So the day you sit for the examination, everything should be by heart. It should be on the tips of your fingers. You should know everything. That is the type of preparation we expect from each one of you. You're fabulous. You are gems, You are great students. You are loving students. You are our children. You are the students of KNPS, and students of KNPS are going to do extremely, extremely well when it comes to COVID times and otherwise also. So revision is very important. Now, since the schedule has already been shared, would it not be nice that those 3 topics which are there for the next day, you sit home and revise and then come, the teacher revise again, and then you sit for that so-called evaluation? The concept this time of they say the sample papers are very tough, and lots of multiple choice questions and concept based questions would be there. That's what we are practicing. Of course, we have started going in for some subjective also. But understand, using unfair means when it comes to sitting for an online paper is not a good idea. Whom are we trying to cheat then? We're cheating ourselves. All right. If you learn and sit for the examination, subjective 4 lines, 5 lines answer, then you do well, you don't do well. Nobody is going to do much about it. But if you try to get marks by hook or by crook, as we call it, try to look here, there, everywhere around, and then attempt, not a good idea. Remember, self-regulation is important. We keep talking about self-regulation, and self-regulation is you're responsible for your success, and you're responsible for your performance, and you're responsible for your good performance and not so good performance. So please, children, one thing is very important. You need to make sure that you are very, very truthful when it comes to these revision tests. Do not, let's be truthful and be responsible, because what you learn today is going to help you tomorrow. And if you have not performed well, it's okay. Then you know that you have to do that particular topic or do that particular question again. So that's what you have need to remember. Now, coming to other points which I feel, which I need to talk about, is is about your proper planning. This is the planning of the school. All right, we have done this way. How are you planning yourself when it comes to your academics and studying at home? Are you studying for 5 hours, 6 hours? How many hours are you studying? Do you think it's the happy time exam बहुत आगे हो गए हैं तो कोई नहीं? No, you still need to practice every day. You know it very well. Fine, still go through it again and again. We really don't know what type of paper would be there in the month of June, in the month of May. And people might take it for granted. बहुत time दिया है बच्चों को. We've given enough time. It could be a tough paper. And tough paper needs more preparation. Don't take it for granted. There'll be sympathies all around. People would sympathize with you. मुश्किल में बच्चे पढ़ें आसान paper. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होने वाला. It would be a normal papers, maybe tough, but not very easy if you are imagining it to be an easy paper, not necessarily. And in grade 10th, what is very, very important is to read the chapter thoroughly. Read the chapter, underline, put a point. Yes, I have to remember this. When I revise this lesson again, these are the lines I'm going to read again, because these lines are very, very important. So please understand that these are the things which you need to keep it in mind when it comes to your preparation for grade 10th. At the same time, apart from your preparation, your planning, your physical fitness is very important. Your mental fitness is very, very important. I've told you, if you're feeling upset, depressed, talk it out. The golden rule is talking to somebody, your parents, your friends, your teachers, your coordinator, your principal, talk to somebody. That's very, very important. Get out of that mess which is going in your heart, head and heart, which turns you into a low mood and a little negativity around. Throw that out of you. In this world, everybody is very, very busy, right? And if you feel lonely, please encourage yourself, and that your own self. How do I encourage? How does one encourage one's own self? If I have to do something, I'll in the morning I'll write down I have to do these 5 things today positively, and then I'll keep telling myself, yeah, I have to do it very well. I really have to prepare well. I have to come out in flying colors. And then I am sending these positive signals to my brain, and my brain works in that particular manner. But if I keep saying मुझसे नहीं होने वाला, मैंने तो करना ही नहीं है, देखी जाएगी जो कुछ होता है, then that is negative. All right, then your brain will tell you आपसे नहीं होगा, आप नहीं कर पाओगे. So we have to tell our brain positive things. You have to tell our brain that this I am going to do. Be very, very positive and very, very powerful in your assertions to your brains, the messages which you send to your brains. Keep that in mind. Now, coming to your studies, it all depends upon from one person to the other. Are you the type who does self-study all alone? Or are you the type who goes for studies in groups and in pairs? Whatever suits you, please do it. It could be very, very simple. I often give this example, that I would do this particular chapter. My dear friend, you do this chapter, then I will explain this to you and you explain what you have done to me. In this way, 2 chapters would be done by 2 friends, or if it is a group, it could be one could do one, another, and so on, and explain to each other. You have this, you can use this teams when it comes to revision. And I would really, really request the coordinator and the teachers that can we do this break-up room session where you give a topic to the children that these 5 in this room in the teams, the latest add-on, and you revise and then come back. Can we not practice this? Can we not deliberate like this? Can we not have a session where we, instead of some written type, maybe the entire group tells something or the other? Make your learning interesting, make your teaching interesting, make your revision interesting. So, but again, look at this COVID time. So many good things happened, We started respecting each other. We started valuing human relationship. We lived with our parents for such a long time. We are understanding them more and they are understanding us more. We have started valuing that how much my parents are doing for me. We started valuing how much my teachers preparing for me. You've understood your teachers more because they never knew so much of IT and they prepared so well and they learned and they rose up so that they could be with the children and help them out. We did everything possible for you. We are doing everything possible when it comes to revision and everything and evaluation. It's your turn, my boys and girls, to give it back in the form of performing very well. We're not asking you anything much or anything less, anything more. But yes, we just expect you to do well, and that's what you should be expecting from your own self also. So, coming to the other points which I would like to talk about is that life is precious. Time is short. In this time, we need to perform. Respect your parents, respect your teachers, value your friendship, do everything. All right. God bless you. And before I come to the end, I would like you to ask as many questions which are there in your head and heart. Please ask me. I'm here to answer. But I must thank Jaskirat for such a melodious start. So beautifully sung Shabad, Jagjit Singh's Shabad today. Thank you, Jaskirat. You were very, very good. You prayed to Lord Almighty on behalf of all of us. We're very, very thankful. ਰੱਬ ਦਾ ਹੱਥ ਸਾਡੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਬਣਿਆ ਰਹੇ ਉਹੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਬਹੁਤ ਚੰਗੀ ਗੱਲ ਹੋਗੀ ਤੇ ਉਹੀ ਮੇਰੀ ਵੀ प्रार्थना है सारे टीचर्स मिलके ਅਸੀਂ यही प्रार्थना करते हैं ईश्वर की कृपा बनी रहे वही हम चाहते हैं कुछ और नहीं मांगते ईश्वर से कुछ तंदुरुस्ती मांगते हैं कुछ हमारे बच्चे अच्छी तरह से इम्तिहान दे दें अच्छा उनका परफॉर्मेंस रहे उनकी सेहत अच्छी रहे यही ईश्वर को हमारी प्रार्थना है इसके साथ मैं बंद करना चाहूँगी पेरेंट्स भी पूछ सकते हैं कुछ सवाल अगर वो चाहते हैं बच्चों आप सवाल पूछिए रेडीमेड प्रिपेयर्ड सवाल की ज़रूरत नहीं है ये आपकी प्रिंसिपल है शी इज़ योर मदर इन स्कूल हु सिटिंग एट होम एंड यू आर सिटिंग एट योर स्कूल द ब्यूटिफुल रिलेशनशिप वी हैव सो ट्रस्ट मी आई एम हियर टू हेल्प यू मैं आपका टाइम ख़राब करने नहीं आई हूँ मैं आपसे प्यार करती हूँ वो उसका एहसास कराने आई हूँ ये कहने आई हूँ कि आई लव यू चिल्ड्रन You are so dear to us. We want to do everything. Your teachers love you. Everybody loves you. Your parents love you. आप 16 years, 16 and a half years के हो. Teens हो आप नहीं समझ पाओगे. But when you leave us and go, you'll understand how much care we wanted to take care of you. How much care was there for you from us. चलिए go ahead and ask any question. You can go for Hindi, English, Punjabi. आप खुल के पूछ सकते हैं जिस भाषा में चाहें पूछ सकते हैं जो पूछना पूछ सकते हैं नहीं पूछना कुछ बताना चाहते हैं तो बता सकते हैं It's all your floor now. Over to you all. Thank you so much. Please move ahead. My prayers to Lord Almighty to bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your precious words. And now I invite students one by one to share their questions. First of all, I invite Sanya.
A very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
Ma'am, my question is, how can we cope up with stress during the examinations?
Stress is always there, and one thing is, be a simple 100-meter run during a sports day. Even then we are in stress कि जीतना है, first आना है. The purpose to perform well is the reason of success, is the reason of stress in many a case. The purpose to come up to your own expectation, that could be a reason of stress. The purpose to come up to the expectations of the parents and the teachers, that could be a reason of your success. The reason could be, the stress could be because of external reasons and because of internal reasons also. You're thinking too much. You're not performing well, trying your level best, not able to do, stress is there. Stress के लिए, long deep breath is one thing which is very good. आंखें बंद करके अपने आप से बात करना सीखिए. You should talk to yourself and say, I'm feeling like this. What should I do? What could be the reason? Close your eyes and talk to yourself. Take long deep breath. ऑक्सीजन ज़्यादा जाती है अंदर तो अच्छा लगता है, ब्रेन बिकम्स मच मोर फ्रेश। प्राणायाम इसके लिए बहुत ज़रूरी है। अनुलोम विलोम प्राणायाम जो है, ब्रीदिंग फ्रॉम वन नॉस्ट्रल एंड लीविंग इट आउट एंड फ्रॉम द अदर, नहीं है तो पढ़ लीजिए इसके बारे में और प्राणायाम करिए, रोज सुबह करिए और अपने आप से बात करिए। जिंदगी में भाग दौड़ मत मचाइए, शांति से अपनी पढ़ाई करिए। दूसरों, इट शुड नॉट बी पीपल से समथिंग एंड यू आर अंडर स्ट्रेस। दूसरों की वजह से हम स्ट्रेस में ना आए। बी सो मच ऑफ ब्रेव एंड सो मच ऑफ यू नो in your language, be very cool when it comes to all what people say to us and what they do to us. All right, so kindly make sure, and then above all, you are in stress, pray to Lord Almighty. God helps everybody. It's very, very important. Lord really helps you. So pray to Lord. Take long deep breaths. अपने से बात करिए, पेरेंट्स से बात करिए, talk it out. जो प्रॉब्लम है, इसकी वजह से परेशानी हो रही है, talk it out. और soon you'll find that you'll be happy person. कई बार एक आध दिन लग जाता है, कोई एक कही हुई बात परेशान कर देती है, 2 दिन तक हम परेशान रहते हैं। आपकी फ्रेंड ने कुछ कह दिया, आप परेशान है, देन यू टॉक टू, एवर सिंस यू टोल्ड मी दिस, आई एम फीलिंग वेरी अपसेट। सुलह सफाई जल्दी करनी सीख लीजिए। लर्न टू सेटल फास्ट। आपको किसी ने कुछ कह दिया, बातचीत करके सुलझा लीजिए। लंबी बातें जो होती हैं, लंबे इश्यूज जो होते हैं, दे आर द रीजन फॉर स्ट्रेस। ऑलराइट, एंड ऑफ कोर्स परफॉर्मेंस स्ट्रेस इज देयर। लेकिन जब परफॉर्मेंस की स्ट्रेस होती है तो एफिशिएंसी बढ़ जाती है। इफ आई एम वेरी रिलैक्स्ड, कई बार हमारे उतने अच्छे मार्क्स नहीं आते, टेंशन रहती है, स्ट्रेस रहता है, अच्छा करना अच्छा करना अच्छा करना है, और बहुत अच्छे मार्क्स आ जाते हैं। नेवर माइंड, आई एम श्योर दिस इज everybody is going through stress. I am sure we all can manage our stress. Performance stress तो हम मैनेज कर सकते हैं ना बेटे, पर अपने आप को समझाइए। थैंक यू।
Next is ma'am Kamaksha.
Yes. Yes, Kamaksha.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
My question is, why students suffer brain fog?
Pardon, beta, I didn't follow that question of yours. Why? Why? You are muted, beta.
Why students?
Is it an internet issue or something?
Ma'am, may I share her question?
Yes, please. I can hear you
Ma'am, her
well.
question is, why do students suffer from brain fog?
Brain fog. Okay. See, let me be very clear. I'm hearing this word brain fog for the first time in my life. But maybe it is related to the fog which is there in the environment on a cold wintry day when you cannot see your path ahead. Kamaksha, is it something to do with it? You don't know what you want to do in your life? Is that the fog you're talking about? Please say yes or no. This is what I understand, brain fog. Could it be this, Nitin?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, that is inability from the student's part to clearly understand the concepts, ma'am, like this one, ma'am.
Okay, so maybe if this is the same, what I understand is this brain, number one, Kamaksha is a very bright child and she's been doing very well even during the COVID time, representing the school and, getting a name for herself and for the school and winning some prizes. So my congratulations to her. Now coming to all other children and including Kamaksha, but till we do not have the details, all the details with us, till that time, things and thoughts are not very clear. When we have all the details, and from where do we get all the details? We get all the details when we get all the information about that particular, if it is a topic of academics and you have to perform and it's not clear, that means you need to study the topic a little more. If it comes to which particular subject you should go for, the science or the would you like to take the science subjects or the subjects which are included in the humanities group, or you want to go for subjects which are there in the the accountancy and the business studies, those group of subjects, or the media, mass media, you want to go for food and technology, these are the subjects. Then what is important is you need to find out what are the prospects of picking up a particular career. See, till last year, I would say that you are not very savvy when it comes to online information, finding it out. But now, with these 10 months, when we are totally online, when it comes to learning, you really know how to search and use any of these search engine and find out what a particular career talks about it. So your career, your choice of career should be one, passion, but two, what is the future of your choice? If we say do what you love, sometimes do what you love may not be that prosperous career which has a great future. So sometimes your focus should be what is required in the 21st century. What particular career would be what subjects would help you to do well in the 21st century? That should be the focus. And then what your heart tells you could even be your hobby. But if it says that you just have to go for, you just love the IT world and you want to go for this mass media and media, fine, that's wonderful. All right. So you have to actually get all information from there, do some sifting, and then find out which particular information suits you. And I'm sure once your revision goes on, maybe in the first week of March or something, we'll have all the teachers or in between coming of 11th and 12th who would tell you which subject stands for what and which subject you can go for. That is required and we might be going for it. Maybe in the end of February or the first week of March till end of February, our schedule is already there. We'll look into it and see, we'll plan it out. All right. So fogging is less information, things are not clear. All right, the brain fogging. So not to worry, I'm sure you'll do well. God bless you.
Next is Palak ma'am.
Yes, please.
A very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
Ma'am, question is how we can focus on studies and not get distracted while studying.
Getting distracted is a normal phenomenon. Not only you, every child gets distracted. So this is nothing which we say ये तो ऐसा तो होता नहीं है, क्यों हो गया? Normal है. All you have to do is every time you're distracted, you have to come back to the subject or the topic you're studying. ये होता रहेगा, होता रहेगा. So don't worry about it. But you have to come back. You have to tell yourself again. Why talk to your own self? You have to tell yourself, नहीं मैंने पढ़ना है. I have to study. I cannot waste my time. I decided I'm going to study in 1 hour. I'm going to study these 2 topics. And look, अभी मेरा हुआ नहीं है. मेरा ध्यान उधर चला जाता. चलो चलो पढ़ेंगे पढ़ेंगे पढ़ेंगे. Once again हम पढ़ेंगे. You talk to yourself and give positive assertions to your brain. No, I'm going to study. I'm going to study, and things will be all right. Baby. नॉर्मल चीजें हैं, ये सब चीजें होती हैं बच्चों के साथ, बड़ों के भी साथ हो जाती हैं. डिस्ट्रैक्शंस आर ऑलवेज देयर, बट यू हैव टू कम बैक. If you don't come back, then that is a problem. But if you can come back, you have your own solutions with yourself. All right? Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Next is Nitya.
Yes, very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
Yes, ma'am. How can we be self-motivated and self-confident?
Bete, I come to the same thing again and again. In this world, you have to build your confidence yourself. I can tell you once, twice, your mom can tell you, your father can tell you, your teachers can tell you. But confidence chahiye hai. Confidence andar se aana chahiye. Confidence comes when we tell again and again. Confidence comes when the knowledge and skills are there with you. Confidence तब होता है जब बहुत पढ़ाई करी होती है, तो academics में we get the confidence. All right. And if you are a sports person, if you practice a lot, you know you're going to do very well in the fields, there you will have confidence. Confidence comes when we work hard. If it is communication skill, confidence comes when we practice a lot and we communicate well. So confidence is body language, confidence is communication skill, confidence is performance. It is all related to our behavior, our body language, our performance, everything. And for everything, all these things, it is just hard work. Mehnat kijiye. Bar, time and again, we say work hard, work hard, work hard, work hard. And working hard develops that confidence. All right. And then talking to yourself, the best, you are your best friend of yourself, especially when you are in isolation, when you're not meeting many of your friends and you are in isolation, then confidence is the best thing which happens. So please make sure that you work very, very hard. That's how we build our confidence. That's how we perform well. God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
God bless.
Thank you, ma'am. And next is Sahil Chopra.
Ma'am. Morning, ma'am. I'm audible.
You're actually not audible, Sahil.
Sorry, ma'am. Ma'am, can I rejoin?
No, but now we can hear you, son.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am. I was just confused that due to COVID-19, our academic have been affected, and due to which our exams have been postponed. Tell me, so in our next session, how we will cope up with studies, and will our studies be suffered?
Oh, we're going to bounce higher. All right. Bounce higher means we're going to perform much, much, much better. We have understood what all this is all about, right? Then what happens? Fine, your exams would be over somewhere on 1st of June, and then your very own school. So you join the school. We'll have some extra. We'll have summer vacations we didn't have last year because we loved our children and we wanted the momentum should be there and the children should perform well. Now that we know the path, we'll be there. If all goes well, we all would be there in school. Otherwise, remote learning can always happen. We are so good at it. All right. Nothing is going to happen to your studies. You're going to come out of your grade 10th. You're going to perform very well, and then we are there. You're not alone in this journey of grade 11th. We are there with you. Your lovely, lovely teachers, your beloved teachers, your hardworking teachers, your caring teachers are there with you. We'll begin from June. We'll give you a few days off, 4 5 days off, and from say 10th of June, you start your classes. And then we don't have to sit and relax. We'll gain the speed fast. ज़्यादा अच्छा पढ़ेंगे, जल्दी पढ़ेंगे. And we know that we have missed out on some time, so we'll walk fast. All right. So don't, Sahil. We're going to come out in flying colors. We're going to do very, very well. Not to worry about 11th right now. We focus on 10th. Do this grade 10th very well, and in 11th we'll all be doing very, very well. Not to worry. Then there'll be limited subjects. The subjects would be of your choice. In 10th, everybody has to study everything. I like maths, fine. I don't like maths, fine. I have to study, I have to sit for the examination. I like social sciences, fine. I don't like it, still I have to study and sit for the examination. I like science, I go for science subjects, and then I'm happy with my science subject. Whatever subject you chose would be lesser and the same type, and we won't have too much of variety, and you'll be a happy person doing that at a faster pace. And you'll be a year, you'll grow up also. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for guiding me.
Thank you, ma'am. Next in the line is Simran Shergill.
Good morning, ma'am.
Hi, good morning, dear.
My question is how
116 रन 27 ओवर बाकी
Dave,
my question is how to
mute yourself. Dave, you need to mute yourself, please. Thank you, son. Yes, beta, your question is?
my question is how to concentrate on studies for long hours.
Beta, if you cannot concentrate on studies for long hours, have breaks in between. मैंने 40 minutes पढ़ना है, उसके बाद आई एम गोइंग टू गो फॉर अ वॉक इन माई हाउस, एक चक्कर लगाना है पूरे घर का 40 मिनट के बाद. डू दैट. What is good for one may not necessarily be good for the other person also. Some people can sit at one chair and sit there for 3 hours and keep studying and say मैं 3 घंटे लगातार बैठ सकता हूँ. But there would be another person who would say मैं तो आधा घंटा बैठती हूँ फिर उसके बाद I have to walk around and do it. It's temperament. It is personality. It is individual. Every child is the individual. If you cannot sit for long hours, it is normal and okay. So you study in shifts, in parts, in bits and parts. It is okay if you cannot sit for long hours, but study, then go for a walk, relax, and then come back and sit down and then study. It's okay if you do that. As long as the end result, that is the entire curriculum is done, you understand everything, fine, that's all right. Okay? Fine.
Okay, ma'am.
Thank you, dear.
Next in the line is Tanisha. Tanisha Chadda.
A very good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
Yes, ma'am. My question is how can we efficiently manage our time between our studies and all the other tasks as we are staying at home and studying from our homes? So things would go difficult sometimes.
Exactly, I understand. It really, really goes difficult. Even I feel, it goes difficult. And when what is a reality, we better accept the reality as it is. So, what can we do? Now, we are not in, primary classes that we don't understand. We are mature people. We understand it is a time when we have to sit at home. We understand I'm responsible for my studies. We understand time management नहीं हो रही है. Best thing is to write it down. Write down your schedule from I'll get up at 6 in the morning, 6 to 6:30, washroom, taking bath, this, then this time I'm going to have breakfast, then this. Pen it down. Maybe it would help you to prepare a schedule which is workable and see for 2-3 days, see what goes right and what goes wrong, and then review it and then reschedule it. It will work. So write it down and then I'm sure you will be able to follow that particular schedule. What doesn't suit, usko hata dijiye, change kar dijiye. Go for what suits you, what is okay with you. All right. So please write down your schedule. See, when we have a timetable in the school, everything works with this in a particular manner. It goes dot, the bell will go at this, then this teacher, then this subject, then this. ऐसा कुछ timetable बनाए अपना. Prepare a schedule and it will work. That is the only solution. And then in your head and heart, you have to say, I am going to follow this schedule. I am not going to miss on it. आज नहीं हुआ, कल हो जाएगा. Like that. Keep on saying it, keep on doing it, then it would happen.
Yes, ma'am. Surely we'll try it. Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I invite Himanshu.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Ma'am, can you please guide us on how we can efficiently use resources like internet to practice certain lengthy concepts like periodic table, trigonometry, etc.
It is as simple as practicing. You use the internet, you use your own books, you solve it yourself. Sometimes it is actually by hearting many things. Periodic table will remain periodic table. Since I was a child, I've been studying and it is just there as it is. Of course, with some changes, of course, but now it is fixed. That has to be remembered. So normally what people do is to prepare a sentence out of it. Remember when we were kids, we never knew how to do trigonometry, how the formula is sine theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse and so on. So they had that, they had so many sentences which were there. Even for the planets, we never remembered the names. So they would say, they had a sentence for that. And then for all the alphabets, when you practice this typing, they would have a sentence which had all the alphabets. A big gray fox leapt on something. every time you make your own this thing. If I don't remember some numbers, initially the telephone numbers or the car numbers, you will say it is 7 2s are 14 and then 7 8, something like that. We'll make our own codes and own formulas, and that's exactly you have to make when it comes to periodic table also, or trigonometry. You have to find a way out, make your own formulas, and of course using the internet fine, but at the end of the day you have to practice. If you're talking about trigonometry formulas, then once you understand it, I think Arvind madam is pretty good, and she had shared one particular sentence or a line by which we could remember all the formulas as such. Otherwise, if it is the solutions of these, then that is only possible if you practice it. Mathematics can never be remembered by heart. Formulas, yes, you have to remember, but problem and their solution cannot be remembered by heart. Periodic table, yes, you have to remember by heart. And by heart means you have to literally learn it again and again and again. And learning only in your brain may not work. You have to have your pen and paper when it comes to mathematics, solving those questions. When it comes to periodic table, writing down, making a rough, those rectangular box with periods and the horizontal and the vertical lines, and writing all the elements. We have to do actually like that. Those groups which are required, periodic table groups which are required, all that needs to be done. So there we have to practice. Practice, practice makes us perfect. Perfect means you remember them. So you have to do it again and again. Certain things have to be by hearted. Many a times the CBSE says it's concept, but then by hearting with concept and reason why this particular element comes in this particular group, because of the properties, because of the melting point and boiling point and the reactions with the halogens and all those things. So those logics and reasons are there, then you'll never forget. By hearting with reasons and logic. Periodic table. But when it comes to mathematics, formulas, yes, but again, even for the formulas, when we prove it, we remember it again and again. You need to prove it, understand why that, and then of course solving by applying these formulas. So it is lots of practice. Practice is the solution. Hard work is the solution to all our problems. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, I invite Rhythm Sharma.
Okay. Good morning, beta.
What are some effective tips for CBSE board exams preparation?
Okay, the tips are, please solve the previous year questions by all means. Please solve the sample papers by all means. Please solve all the problems of your NCERT books by all means. Please make sure that you read every chapter and every word should be clear to you, because sometimes the problems are there from between the chapter. Please make sure that at the end of the chapter, whatever questions are there, you know each question very, very comfortably you can solve it out. Even if the questions are different, they would be of the same type, and then you'll be able to perform well. So number one, all NCERT books to be done very, very well. Revision, plenty of time. Number two, practicing your papers. Maybe you can have that 3 hours on and pick up a practice paper and then solve that paper as if your exam is going on. That is the next thing which you have to keep it in mind. Third thing is, you're not going to lose your confidence and you're going to say, I know everything and I'm going to perform well, so let me perform. So, and then of course, revision. And then time management is important, be it be during those 3 hours time management, or be it be during your daily practice and daily preparation, the time management. Both cases, time management is important. Look into it, please. God bless.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Next in line is Divansh.
Okay, so we have large number of children. Fine. Okay, Divansh, yes, go ahead.
Divansh, beta, are you there? So, ma'am, next I invite Vibhuti.
Okay.
A very good morning, ma'am.
Hi, Vibhuti. Good morning, dear. Missing you all.
Yes, ma'am. Sometimes I just don't like feeling studies. What should I do about it as it badly affect my consistency?
Simple. Close your eyes, sit down, and talk to yourself that you are a student. Your prime duty is to study. Your prime duty is to perform. Close your eyes, talk to yourself, take your hand at the back, give a pat, and say, I am going to do well, and I'm going to perform well, and I'll be consistent in my preparing. Reiterate this, tell your brain will do what you want it to do, what you feel is right. And then you're not consistent. This is pretty normal, especially during this particular time. Even in spite of all this, if you all are studying and working, I'm very happy and pleased with you. But then we all know it's your 10th class. We have to come out in flying colors. बहुत अच्छा perform करना है. All right. For there, definitely you need to be consistent when it comes to your preparation. Consistent performance, preparation would lead to wonderful results. Don't take May to be 3 months away. Do not take that. You have time so that you know everything very, very well, and you just, 100 on 100 you all should be getting. You have so much of time. And you all are bright children, very good children. And then you didn't waste a single day. Your teachers haven't taken any vacation if you haven't taken. And you are supposed to sit for the examination. We are supposed to facilitate your examination and facilitate your preparation. And that's what we have been doing it. All right. Since you've got so much of time, do not worry, but keep on preparing, keep on revising, keep on preparing, keep on revising. That's what you need to do. So write down on a piece of paper and fix it on the wall where you sit and study on your table. I am going to be consistent. Whatever drawback you have, remind it again and again. Wherever you want to improve, remind your brain again and again. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to work hard. This is the way I'm going to prepare. Please write certain lines on the wall, on the table, under the glass, on your almirah. You can fix it up. Do whatever you want. Write what you want to do. And then look at it, and that will be what a wonderful reminder it would be that you have to do this, so you will do that. Okay, so God bless you. I'm sure you all would definitely perform very well if you are practice a lot. God bless you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear.
Thank you, ma'am. And we have Repti now, ma'am.
Okay.
Top of the morning to you, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. God bless you. Yes, top of the morning.
Ma'am, my question is how to become more productive regarding our syllabus. Like, which subjects should we pick simultaneously for our revisions?
Okay. Actually, normally what happens, the subject I like most, maybe the teacher I like most, I like that particular subject the most. And the subject I like most, I keep on preparing that most because I'm very comfortable and happy with that subject. All right. We fail to realize that all these subjects carry 100 marks. We cannot have a preference for one and a non-preference for the other because that's boring. अच्छा नहीं लगता, वो नहीं मैंने पढ़ना. 100 marks for each subject. You need to treat them equally, you need to prepare for them equally, and you need to work hard for them equally. Even if you don't like, you must write down, as I keep saying, put some reminders for yourself. I am going to work very hard, I'm going to study this subject, and I'm going to plan out, and I'm going to treat all subjects equally, and I'm going to work very, very hard. All right, so please make sure you work very hard. You put reminders for yourself. You can write it down in your copy and put it right in front of you. You can write it down in your diary that before studying, I'm going to read what I've written in my diary every day so that I perform very, very well. And performance is practice, performance is hard work, confidence is practice, confidence is hard work. Confidence, anything we want to do, bete, you're 16 years, some of you might be 15 plus, some of you might be 16 plus. Kitani energy hai aap mein. You have so much of power of youth in you. You can, touch the sky if you want. आप आसमान छू सकते हो. You all are bright as stars. Stars तो कुछ भी कर सकते हैं. So you all can do anything. All you have to realize it is to tell yourself, I want to do this and I am going to do this and this is the way I'm going to do and this is the way I'm going to work hard. सिर्फ ये काम करना है आपने और मेहनत करनी है. Don't while away your time. अपना टाइम नहीं वेस्ट करना. लेट गए तो लेट गए, खड़े हो गए तो खड़े हो गए, दिल नहीं कर रहा तो दिल नहीं कर रहा. अब चुस्त रहिए, होश में रहिए. Keep telling yourself, I'm going to do well. I'm going to perform. I'm not going to waste time. अपने आप से दिन भर में बात कर लिया करो. You don't have to talk loudly with yourself. मन में बात करनी होती है. Talk to yourself in your mind. And everything is going to fall in place. अब याद रखो, your principal says, you have to tell yourself, अब की बार देख लेंगे क्या होगा, करेंगे ऐसा. So many times, till now I talk to myself and tell, I'm going to improve my performance. Oh, Miss Dear, I could not help so and so. I want to help so and so. Be it me, my students, my teachers, my friends, my family. वहाँ मैंने नहीं किया, मैंने करना है. So many times I talk to myself. If I am in trouble, pain, problem, I say, oh ho, ये हो गया, इसका हल तो निकालना पड़ेगा. I have to do it. हो जाता है फिर सब. Everything happens when you tell yourself, you tell your brain, this is what I have to do. And then be after that task. Okay, so God bless you. I'm sure you'll perform well.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, God bless.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for giving your time to the students. And now I invite Ms. Tinder for the vote of thanks.
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, dear.
So, ma'am, on behalf of all the students of grade 10 and the teachers, I give a really heartfelt vote of thanks to you, ma'am, for your kind and motivating words, which always inspired us. As ma'am, your presence means a lot for us, and it really encourages us. And now our students, and not only students, but we teachers are also being motivated and encouraged to do more work hard for the revision so that they can prepare well. And surely, ma'am, as for your wonderful suggestions, as you have given that breakup rooms, so we will all go for that, and we will try our best to give the best time revision for our students, ma'am. And I'm very much thankful on behalf of all the students once again and teachers for sparing your precious time and being with us, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Satinder. Thank you to all the great teachers teaching grade 10th and to the coordinator looking after all of you. Thanks to the students for joining in. And remember, this woman sitting at home is going to pray to Lord Almighty that may my 10th class perform very, very well. May my teachers be very, very aggressive and take care of each one of you. May God be with you. Your parents take care of you. And you can focus, you can pay attention, and you can do very, very well. God bless you. Fingers crossed and all good luck to you. Thank you.
Morning, ma'am.
Yes, good morning.
Ma'am, even I want to thank you so much for being such an impactful leader and motivating all of us and our students. And ma'am, I just want to thank that you gave your precious time to all of us for your, we know that your time is very important, but you gave that time to all of us and motivating us a lot. And you have set some goals, some high expectations for our students as well as for us also, for the educators. And we will try to meet up with your expectations, ma'am. And I believe that your magical words will bring a lot of wonders at the end of the session, and all these students will clear class 10th in flying colors. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Arvind. You're a fabulous teacher. Great teachers have great students. and they're going to perform well. Yes, for sure.
Ma'am, Neha here. Thank you so much, ma'am, for sparing your time for all of us. Thank you, ma'am, on the behalf of all our class 10 students, teachers, and coordinator, ma'am. So thank you, ma'am, for being with us, and we will always follow your pathways shown. Ma'am, you are the torch bearer for us. Whatever you say, these are the golden words for us. The new suggestion by you, forming the rooms, ma'am, wonderful idea. We will be definitely following, and this is a new thing for the day, which we have learned from you, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, 2 months back you had started practicing and revising those sample papers. I know you're a great teacher. Children, you're lucky to have such wonderful teachers, and Neha is one of them who would make you read the lesson again and again and again. कि नहीं बीच में से कुछ भी पूछ सकते हैं. So thank you, Neha, for being such a fabulous teacher. Thanks to Arvind, Satinder, Nitin, children, their parents, everybody. अरे जिंदगी को हम इतना बेहतरीन बनाएंगे कि ज़माना देखता रह जाएगा. That's the type of things my boys and girls are going to do. They're going to perform extremely, extremely, extremely well. God be with all of you. Thank you. Nothing is more important and precious than my beloved children. Nothing is more important and precious than these great teachers. My